That is awesome, dude. Look how red he is. That's real animal style right there.
Look at that.
That is a day maker, baby. Oh, look at that.
Real Animals, presented by Contender Boats.
Today we're in beautiful Polk County, Florida. I'm about an hour from my home, getting to fish with my good friend Tyler Ramsdale on one of the 554 lakes here in Polk County. It's a real unique environment here in Polk County. You know, there's 554 lakes here, and not all of them are accessible to the public. Makes for an interesting morning when you pull through a cow pasture and you're staring a 2-ton bull right in the face. It's just, it's quite the adventure when you go fishing with Tyler. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, if you want to get a little nervous on a fishing trip, launch your boat in a cow pasture that has no boat ramp. It's very, very unsettling sometimes. I was pretty sure we could get the boat launched. Getting it back on the trailer and out of there later in the day, that may be a different story. It's not getting it in that's tricky. It's getting it out. Getting it launched, that I didn't think was going to be a problem, but getting that boat trailer out of the water at the end of the day, that may be a little different story. It's a good thing we got that big 4-wheel drive Ford to get the job done for us. Hey gang, today I'm back in beautiful Polk County, Florida. I'm with my main man, Tyler Ramsdale. He's taking me bass fishing, always one of my favorite days of the year. Tyler, what do you expect today?
I think we're gonna go a couple hours, throw some topwater plugs, hopefully catch some big fish, and then once they move out to deeper water, you know, we'll throw some Texas rig worms and lizards, see if we can catch them.
Yeah, we got nice low light conditions this morning. Should be perfect for some topwater bass action. It's gonna be a great day. Looking forward to it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We were really expecting today's bite to be just spectacular. You know, the weather was just about right. We didn't have a bunch of sun early this morning. We had some cloud cover. Thought it would probably be a great topwater morning. The wind hadn't really picked up too much yet. February is one of those months, if you can catch them before they spawn, or just as they're going to the beds, a lot of times they'll feed pretty heavy and the action can be great. I don't know if there's anything better than the anticipation of the explosion on a topwater plug. I really don't.
Just seeing them come up and absolutely destroy it. There's not much better than that, honestly.
No, I agree. The topwater bite wasn't quite what we thought it was going to be, but we managed to figure them out and get them patterned pretty quick.
There's one.
Saw them. Nice
Oh, two of
fish.
them. Throw in there. There's one behind it.
Nice fish, attaboy. Swim jig. Nice bass. Pretty fish, look at that. That sun hits that pretty fish, isn't that something? Wow, yeah, nice fish, buddy. Come on, boy.
She got great color to her.
Yeah.
The sun.
Yeah, you called it, switching to that swim jig, boy.
Yeah, a little slower bite, got a little bigger presentation on her.
Cover a little more water. You know, this is something I don't get to do very often, being a saltwater guide and as many trips on the saltwater as I do. You know, we live so close to the coast here. But this is something I really get excited for because it's relaxing, it's totally outside of my element. I love fishing with Tyler. He's a great guy. We have a bunch of fun fishing together, and these lakes are absolutely exciting, usually from the minute you launch your boat to the end of the day.
Oh.
Get here, yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna jump in the drink. Oh, dude.
That thing had a mouth on her.
Oh my God.
You called that spot out too.
Nice fish, attaboy. Here, let me land it for you. Maybe that'll change my luck. Maybe if I touch one.
Right.
Maybe if I touch one of these buggers, I can
Get that fish smell on.
get a good fish smell on me or something. Get the stink off me anyway. Hey, there you are. That's what we're looking for. Oh boy. They don't like me today. They like you.
Got him trained.
Polk County, Florida, baby. So many great elite bass anglers come from this area. It's absolutely ridiculous. A large number of your Elite 50 guys are Polk County, Florida guys, Central Florida guys. Some of the best bass fishing in the country for sure. You know, it's one of those really painful things for me, and I only really use a bait caster 2 or 3 times a year, and it's something that I've never ever got super comfortable with. I've got a spinning rod in my hand 200 days a year, and obviously I'm super comfortable with that, but I enjoy getting out here, throwing a bait caster. It's definitely a lot more work for me because I'm not as comfortable, but I really like touching on that side of this sport. I think it's a really neat tool, and it's one I wish I was better at using, but you know, you only do it a couple days a year, you get what you get.
Real Animals is brought to you by Quantum Fishing Reels. Outsmart, outfish, outlast. Ray Marine, simply superior. Mirror Lure, turn on the bite. Ingle, high performance coolers.
You know, bass are they're gonna go to spawn usually right around January, February. Everything is really, it really goes on water temp. And this year we've had a much colder winter than we have the last 2 years. So it's taken a little time for some of us to get these things patterned out. You just don't know what you're gonna find, you know, lake to lake. Some lakes are deeper, they warm up faster, depends on how much wind you have. You just really need to do your homework, spend some time on that lake learning, you know, are they pre-spawn, are they post-spawn, are they all sitting on the beds and in the middle of their spawn? It's just something you got to put time on, no different than the saltwater. All that stuff just takes time, putting the pieces of the puzzle together so you can go catch more fish.
There you go.
Stay with me, girl. Head shaking little buggers. Look at that one, boy, just in the corner of the yap. Whoo! Off the schneid. I've had 6 really good bites this morning and have not been able to close the deal. Finally got a fish. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, one of the funnest things for me when I go fishing with a good friend, and Tyler's definitely become a good friend of mine. We've fished together several times over the last couple of years, and the nice part is you get a little back and forth going, you know? I mean, one day I'm hot and put a whooping on him, and the next day he's not gonna let that happen again, and he's gotta put a whooping on you. Just like fishing with one of your good friends. I mean, when you go fishing, you just gotta go at one another a little bit. It just makes the day more fun.
For sure. There you go.
Nice. That one ate it. That bite must be starting to turn on. That one didn't take a little swipe at it. That one ate it good. Right in the top of the yap. I'm glad you couldn't get away. I'm chasing you all day. Little booger. You little booger. Well, that's better. Getting better. I don't know if I'll ever catch Tyler today, but that's all right. Nice fish. All right. Whoo! Atta boy.
Nice one.
Yeah,
There
man.
you go.
We'll take it. You know, when you get on the water on a day like today, it's good to be with a guy like Tyler because he does this all the time. This is his estuary. It's his environment. And watching him with his patience, the hook set, working every area really slowly. You know, for me, my ADD kicks in and I get rolling a little bit too fast sometimes. Don't get the good hook set and those things. Watching Tyler really helped my game a little bit today.
There he is.
Right off that same one I've been fishing this whole time. I'm gonna push you in. Oh boy.
I think this one's got a little more weight to her.
Yeah?
Yep.
Want some help?
I got you.
Oh, nice fish. Atta boy. Pretty.
Longer, for sure.
The magical color there, huh?
Houdini.
Houdini. That boy Tyler. That boy, Nice fish, kiddo.
Thank you, brother.
You know, the times we've fished these lakes before, I kind of learned to kind of work these baits almost all the way to the boat.
Oh yeah, they'll follow it all the way out.
Well, that, and it seems like there's fish that are on these deeper edges
Yeah.
as well as uptight sometimes, so well, you're trying to figure out where they are.
Real Animals is brought to you by South Seas Island Resort, Rolls Axle Trailers, built like no other, Bull Bay Rods, combined with tangle-free guides for a difference you can feel. Lazy Days RV, exclusive RV partner of the Real Animals Fishing Show.
We come around this corner, see a bed, and we could see really big fish sitting in that bed, and we were kind of pushing one another out of the way to see who was going to get first shot at this big girl sitting on that bed.
There she goes.
Got her. Nice fish. Wow, look at that pig.
That's a hog.
Look at that pig, bro. That was textbook.
Ooh.
Look at that monster there. Whoo! Oh, man. That one is a dandy, kid. Look at that bad boy there.
Once she nosed down on it, that was it.
And that bait got it right in the corner of the yap. Oh, Then I got Capt Mike. Look at that bad boy right there. That one's a dandy. Polk County. Sitting up on the beds. It's that time of year. You can tell really heavy fish. Real heavy. Whew, how big's this one, Tyler?
That's 8+.
8+?
For sure.
Look at the head on it. Huh? Got a mouth on it like a garbage can. Let's get her back in the water so she can go do her thing. You ready? I think she's ready. I think she's ready, dog.
Dude.
Attaboy,
All right,
nice fish.
Let's find
right.
let's find one more of those and you
Yeah,
snag her.
let's find a couple of those. You know, it's such a beautiful fish. It really is, and there's so much that goes into catching a big bass. It's such a great feeling of accomplishment when you score that really big, beautiful fish. You know, it just makes my whole day getting in here and conquering it. It's no different than being on the flats and stalking a big snook, you know, sight casting a big snook coming down the beach. It's the exact same amount of excitement. It's no different. I used to think that, you know, saltwater was just way more exciting than bass fishing. I'll tell you what, you get on a big bass like that, like Tyler caught today, nothing better. Absolutely fantastic.
Real Animals Tip of the Week is brought to you by Gator Gems Tackle, not just another tackle store.
Hey gang, this week's tip of the week, I want to introduce you to one of my favorite tools, Bull Bay Rods. I'm here with my partner, my friend, the CEO, the founder, the inventor of Bull Bay Rods. Kelly, tell everybody a little bit about what drove you to come out with this product.
You know, fished a lot of tournaments in the kayak world and moved into a lot of the boat world. What you find when you have a decent rod is you have sensitivity, casting distance, and all those things really matter. When you get into waters that are overfished or you got a lot of spooky fish, if you will, you're gonna want something you can cast really far. You wanna be able to feel what's going on underneath the surface. And you also want something reliable. You said tools in the beginning. That's what this is a tool. You can go out and get a rod, sure, from anywhere you like, but the difference is can you cast really far when there's a school of redfish or snook really far off without spooking them? And does your rod hold up? That's where Bull Bay Rods comes in. Look, we wanna make a rod that's gonna last. You're gonna get your fish of a lifetime. Why not have a rod that'll bring it home and not explode that easy, not break that easy? Look, we have a lifetime warranty on our rods, and it covers it from here to the tip. Because we're really confident our rods aren't gonna break that easy, because we build these blanks ourselves. We have them built ourselves. The reel seats are ours. We're using tangle-free guides, which helps us cast further. And the guides and the rod and the blank all come together, and you have more sensitivity than you've ever had before on most rods. To get a rod like this, you're gonna be $400 or $500. We're half that.
Well, in the R&D, I think that's a huge thing. And you know, in an estuary, most of the estuaries on the west coast of Florida especially, a lot of anglers, a lot of pressure. You gotta be able to make a long cast. You never know from day to day what you're gonna get into. It can be snook under docks, in the mangroves. It can be redfish on the open flats. It could be a 20-inch redfish one day. It could be a 40-inch redfish the next. You never know when you drive by a marker and there's a big cobia on it. You gotta have rods in your boat that will respond to every different situation. That's what Bull Bay rods give you with the warranty, the R&D, homegrown, great product. Check these out, Bull Bay rods. Look for them at a retailer near you.
Real Animals is brought to you by Maui Jim, color, clarity, detail. Plantation on Crystal River. Pro Marine, quality marine engine parts overnight. CCA Florida and CCA Florida Star Tournament. Closed captioning provided by Gator Ford. This week's Tackle Box is brought to you by Cleanse Oil, America's original cleaner, lubricant, and protectant.
Hey gang, this week's Real Animals adventure, my good friend Tyler Ramsdale and I are throwing some Bull Bay bass rods here. Really good stuff, 7 foot long, medium power, really sensitive, which is important if you're a bass fisherman like I am, and you need to really feel that bite. They got a fast tip on them. Again, really highly sensitive rods, really important. This is the AR-15 bass line from Bull Bay rods. What I'm throwing here is I'm throwing some of these really nice quantum smoke bait casters. Really user-friendly, simple reel to set up, very efficient, nice and light, good casting reel. We're using 30-pound braided line on these. You go up a little bit on your braided line when you're using the bait casters because of your possibilities of backlashes and things like that if you go really light, at least for an angler that's not really great with a bait caster, and that's definitely me. That works best for me, that 30. We're using 25-pound fluorocarbon leader today. Tyler was using a swim jig here with some rattles on it, kind of set up with a craw pattern on the back, and that's really the bait we caught most of the fish on, was this setup right here with the blue top, the green with the red flake on the bottom. Did really good with that. We also caught some fish. A couple times during the day I had switched to my trusty spinning reel, my Quantum Smoke 30, the new S3 here, which really worked out good. This is our assault rod from Bull Bay rods, 7 foot long, kind of a medium heavy rod for such a short stick, 8 to 17 pounds, really good and solid. This only has 10-pound line on it, which can be kind of risky when you're fishing the structure in these lakes that we were fishing here in Polk County, because there's a lot of big fish in there and you get a really big bass on. It could hurt your feelings a little bit. Seemed like most of the fish were sitting just off the bank, kind of in that hydrilla, 5 to 7 to 8 foot of water. So getting that rise and that fall seemed to be really important with the baits. Swimming it through the hydrilla, things like that worked best for us today. This is all the gear you need to do exactly what we did today. Check them out. Look for a retailer near you. You know, this is so out of my environment for me. You know, normally I'm up early and I'm launching the boat in the salt water and I'm headed somewhere to the pier. And for me, this freshwater days are just like nothing else. You know, we're driving through a cow pasture to get to these private lakes, and all I can hear the whole entire time I'm fishing is you hear the birds, you see the alligator on the shoreline. It's just absolutely peaceful, in touch with Mother Nature. To me, it just relaxes me, recharges my batteries. Just absolutely outstanding. Incredible way to just reload. Yeah, but that's a better fish. Atta boy. I need a little paddle tail action. I need something to look like something I'd throw every day at the redfish and the trout. Atta boy. Now that's how you do it Polk County style. Tyler Ramsdale, nice job, kiddo.
Thank you, man.
What a day, my man. Huh? Look at that bad boy.
Little
He
fatty.
thumped it too. Thumped it. Fishing with the right people, the right lakes, the right baits. God, we changed a lot of baits today,
Yeah.
didn't we? Went through a lot of stuff trying to figure out the pattern. That's the game. We had a lot of different colors on the boat, a lot of different baits, but you can get it done. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Good stuff. Water levels are down a little bit this year, and this particular lake has a little bit of a lip on it. Boy, first couple of tries to get the boat out of the water, I thought we were going to need a tractor, definitely going to need some help. Didn't think it was going to happen. You really can't beat this kind of opportunity. Great fishing, hanging out with a great friend. No better way to spend a Reel Animals day.